Two of the most storied and legendary programs this sport has to offer. Their legacy stretched through the fabric of college football, and until today, they'd only met once. And it is time to add a long overdue chapter to this story. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to... You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Marsh. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. he gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Finds the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Klein. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Michigan. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
That's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Sategna. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Caught in the backfield. It's up. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go.
Oh, it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get 1st downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. On target. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's up. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than...
It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Sategna. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Burks. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Sooners are on the move. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Ott. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This drive was moving along nicely, but now the 9th play brings up 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Under fire! And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
To throw, it's Mateer. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Ott. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Looking for a crease. It's up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Ott. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Sooners will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gets rid of it. The sure hands. It's McCulley. Spin, still running. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Klein. And he's brought down after a nice game.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Haynes. Fights off a defender. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Toss sweep to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't sending for no field goal.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. 1st and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. It again, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Now the play fake. This time he's got his man. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this. they had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Mateer. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give. Finding an escape route. Running through contact. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? New set of downs after the completion. Making side adjustments here. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Haynes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they've built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Mateer. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Let's go! Power ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll run the toss. Makes a man miss. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Offense gets set for second down. On the run, it's Haynes. Turning it on. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Grab behind the line. It's Klein. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the holder will put it down on the left hash. A 34-yard attempt coming. Just inside that right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Mateer. It's complete to the left. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been